Hello everyone, this is Catherine at Catherine's Granny Squares. Welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about my passion, which is crochet. So what have I been working on since I was last talking to you? Well, quite a bit. Aside from my temperature blanket, I've been doing other bits and pieces. So I'm going to start with these little trinket baskets. There's 3 of them, and this is what they're meant to be. They're meant to be little baskets, and I've got it down here, Lucky Day Crochet, and I've made some of these before, and they're lovely little projects to do. But when my grandchildren came, the little granddaughter said, "You know what?" She said, "that could be a hat if you turn it that way." And yeah, what a great idea. How good is that? So she was talking obviously for a little doll's hat. So that's how they're meant to be. And this is how they saw them. So they played with them, not these, the ones I'd made before. And I, of course, being Granny, promised to make some that could be used as doll's hats. So unicorn colours are in. So that's 1. There's 3 little granddaughters, so obviously 3 little basket stroke hats, 2, and this one, 3. So that is what I made. I made them, obviously, when Granny gets asked to make something, or they see something that is meant to be used for another use, something else, through a child's eyes, that they were making dolls' hats. So how good is that, to use it for that for them. Mine I use on the living room that way for the purpose it was supposed to be for from the designer. But yes, dual purpose. Brilliant. So that's what I made for them. So they're waiting until we see them next. The other thing that I started and made it basically within a few days, because I like to keep my promises. The other thing was, I've been following Jada and Stitches for such a long time, long before I had my channel, and I do love her patterns for the big beautiful basket and all the baskets that she makes. So this one I made following her, it was her live stream she did. And this one was an idea to use up discontinued yarns, or yarns that have been sitting in your stash. So I've made this basket. I'll tell you about the hook in a minute. And I held 4 strands of yarn together, 2 balls of double knit that I've been looking at and I haven't been doing much with. I used I'm trying to think now, a James C. Brett marble, and that was double knit, and I've used a Stylecraft Cabaret, which you can't get now. I rang up Stylecraft and they've been discontinued, so you can maybe or maybe not see the sparkle in there. That's from the Stylecraft Cabaret, and that's the bottom of it. That's inside, and little handles. Made mine a little bit smaller because that's the size I want. And the hook I used was a 8mm. Jada does say play around with your hooks to see which hook suits the yarns you're holding together. I think she was, I can't remember if she used an 8 or a 9 for hers, but anyway, it depends on how many strands you're holding together. So that's from Jada and Stitches. That was a lovely hook to use. I haven't used that for ages, that bamboo hook. And that's the baskets. That's 2 things. One for me, one for the grandchildren. The other thing was I started another Hexagon cardigan. So I did put a little short on saying, guess what I'm making? So to make the Hexagon cardigan, I'm using this gorgeous yarn. Isn't that just lovely? That is Hayfield Spirit double knit. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely love it. You get it's a 100-gram ball, 345 meters, 377 yards approximately, it says, and it's got 20% wool. Just about doing it with my hands, though my eczema has come up a little bit. But so anyway, I've got 2 of those. I had 2 of those, and I've ordered another 2. I'd ordered another 2 ready, because I think I'll need more. And this is what I've done so far on one hexagon, and I have got the other one on the go as well, but it's connected to the yarn holder, so I didn't want to bring that in and trail it everywhere, etc. So that's the, I think the shade is actually called Autumn, although it hasn't got it on here. It's just got a number 0415. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it in the description box below. So that's what, oh, the hook. You want to know the hook. Now, did I put the hook in here? Yes, I did. I think it's a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. Another lovely crochet hook, a clover one, soft touch. So there we go. That started. The basket started and finished, and the little, well, hats in inverted commas, because they're not really hats. I think the correct title of the design, it's a flower ring tray stroke trinket tray, and it's by Lucky Day Crochet. I will put all the details in the description box below. So that's that. Pop that there. So what else have I been doing? Well, it's got colder here. I've only got a t-shirt on here, but I will be probably grabbing my hoodie later. But when it gets colder, I always get this urge to knit. Crochet is number 1 for me. Knitting is second. And I found, here we are, some of these. Look at them. What they're called are rocket needles. Now, does anybody remember these? I have done a video ages ago, talked about these. It actually says 50 on it. Is that the size? But they're massive. I've had them for ages. Look at the label. I'm losing my stitches. How old that is. So the craze was, when I was growing up, to use these and make long scarves. So guess what I'm doing? I'm recreating. I did have a bigger one on the go, but I couldn't finish it off very well. And because I'm not an expert knitter, I started it again. So look, it's going to be, looks like it's going in a bit there. Let's hope it's not. To say knitting is not my first, I was going to say skill, but I don't know, you know, crochet is my first love. That's probably what I want to say. Skill level on knitting is way down in comparison to crochet. So that's what I'm trying to recreate. A blast from the past using these retro needles. Aren't they fun? Look at them. Oh, goodness. My husband thinks it's so funny. They're Land of the Giant knitting needles, aren't they? So, and I'm using, oh my goodness, a yarn I've had in my stash for ages. Can't remember what it's called now. It's Swift. It's a Swift Knit, and I shall put the details in the description box below, because there's only part of the yarn label left. So I'm going to have to try and find a whole yarn label, or look it up, you know, as regards washing, etc. So that's the knitting. So I'm doing a little bit of the knitting on the go. The other thing is my temperature blanket. So the knitting's going to be like as and when. My Hexagon cardigan, I've got that by my side. So as I say, the Mr. Wool Genie's got the other Hexagon. I've been working that one up at the moment because I like to do one at a time. I will put all the details of any people that I am following for things in the description box below. But that just so you know, now the Hexagon cardigan, I'm following Craft the Cuppa, and the basket, as I said, Jade and Stitches, and the Lucky Day Crochet. I said to you about the little trinkets. I'm going to put everything in the description box below because I've gone and closed my book now, but I'm pretty sure I said Lucky Day Crochet, but anyway, I'll go in the description box below. So the temperature blanket, well, the weather's changing, isn't it? The colours are going to be changing, and I think I'm going to be running out of this colour. This is what I'm going to try and see if I've got anything in my stash. The nearest I could find the other day was this, because I want a dark yellow before I go on to the light yellow, because I think that's what's going to happen. Let me see the light yellow I was using. So that's a lighter yellow, and I want a dark yellow like this, and that's the nearest I can find in my stash, so I might just go with that, to be honest with you. So let's see. I said I was going to do a separate video, but I've got it here. Let me just show you what I can. So I'm on this colour at the moment. That's classed as light orange. Oh, it's lovely and warm. Right, so I'm just going to hold up for the moment the last part I've been doing, because I say it's super heavy. So obviously we're into autumn. Right, so let's do it. Let's try and do it, shall we, Catherine? Right. We started off obviously in winter. You can see that. We moved on to spring. So winter, spring. You can see the colours changing. Summer. And now we're going to be coming into autumn. So at the moment it's not been too bad. We had a couple of nice days last week, but it's been very autumnal. So I think I'd say I'm going to be changing the colours. So I'll try and hold it from the top down like that. That's part of it. I don't know whether you can see it or not. I will probably do those videos separate one. That's the best I can do at the moment, and then I will do a separate video. So yeah, you need to put down you've been to the gym when you've been working on that. It's heavy. And we tried it on the bed the other day, and yes, it's getting up. I think by the time I do 2 rows a week, it's going to get a nice length up towards the pillows. It's going to be touching the pillows, hopefully. And my husband likes the end of blankets over the bed, at the foot of the bed, and it is going to be over the sides as well. Sounded like I was on an air stewardess then, didn't I? Doing all the, put this on. Oh dear, you go to the back, you go to the front, at the sides, you know. But yes, you know, when they do all the instructions when you go on the plane. Not that I go on the plane much, I can tell you, I can't remember the last time I went on the plane years ago. But anyway, so that was what I wanted to show you. And I'm very pleased this blanket. Let's just be showing the blanket. No, the basket. I absolutely love purple. It's just one of my favourite colours. I didn't put very big handles in because it's a small basket, but I needed something just to lift it up. I'm not sure where it's going to go. Is it going to stay in here? Is it going to go in the bedroom? At the moment, I've had it in the living room because I just keep looking at it. I just love it. I just love Jade and Stitch's ideas. So check her out for that. And I think I have told you everything I wanted to tell you. I've had a bit of a sort out in here. A week ago, I went crazy in here sorting out. I really did. I did not know I was going to do so much. And I don't know if you can see behind, some boxes have gone. I'm going to try and work through some of my projects. Here's been a bit of a tidy up. Oh my goodness, it's just been a mega sort out, and it's a work in progress, like the crochet. So I think that's all I've got to say today. I hope you're all well. I hope you're getting some nice crochet or knitting or craft time in. And I will see you all soon. This is Catherine at Catherine's Granny Squares. Bye for now. Happy crocheting, everyone.